Today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, reveal the books I bought this week, and somewhere on this episode is a mystery pop-up segment. Where will it be? It's a mystery. Shh. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro.
One, two, three, four.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. This month is Diabetes Awareness Month, and I'm going to touch base on that later on, but for right now, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Hey everyone, I'm celebrating Veterans Day in this mystery pop-up segment. Now, Veterans Day is when we honor the men and women that have served in any branch of the U.S. military who are still with us today. And I know quite a few veterans, some I'm related to, some that I've known a majority of my life, some I met later in life, and then some I know in passing. And I just want to say this to any veteran, any man or woman that has served in any branch of the U.S. military who is watching right now. I want to say more than just thank y'all. I want to say that I love y'all. And I say this every year whenever I celebrate Veterans Day, but we should do more than just thank our veterans. There's nothing wrong with thanking them, but actions speak louder than words. I believe that we need to help our veterans. We need to do things for our veterans. If they have a project that they're working on, I mean, whatever it may be, offer to help. And then, just do something nice for them. Cook for them, clean for them. Take them to sporting events, to movies. Whatever you can, do it. These men and women have served and fought for the freedoms that we often take for granted and are still with us. And I believe now more than ever, we should pay it forward. And this is a Veterans Day Comic Hero tee. If you would like one, you can find them on IamTheComicHero.com/shop for $20. And I will donate half of each purchase to the Wounded Warrior Project. Now, if you're a veteran and you would like your last name and the branch in which you have served in on this shirt, I will do so with no extra cost. All right, I haven't been able to do an episode this week. This week has been kind of crazy. I mean, it's been work and then other endeavors. But I believe in making lemonade out of lemons. And I'm going to reveal the books that I bought on my last visit to Excalibur Comics. So here we go. First up is Absolute Green Lantern number 8. Absolute Superman number 13. Absolute Superman Book of L number 3. The Amazing Spider-Man number 15. Amazing X-Men number 2. Avengers number 32. Batgirl number 13. Binary number 2. I'm really excited about this one, folks. DCKO Night Fight number 1. JSA number 13. Laura Kinney Sabretooth number 2. Long Shots number 2. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 40. Speed Racer number 4. Thundercats Lost number 8. And finally, Ultimate X-Men number 21. Alright, that's 16, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 14,145. Alright, last time I asked, which superhero team from the far future was inspired by Superman? Well, the correct answer is the Legion of Superheroes. And 6 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, your name's been entered in a drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this episode of the show is Manuel Rock from Natchitoches, Louisiana. So congratulations, Manuel. You will have a free Comic Hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode. And every question throughout the rest of the month has something to do with a comic book character that's a veteran. And this has to do with this month being the month of Veterans Day. Alright, here's the question. Which branch of the U.S. military is the Punisher a veteran of? Is it A, Army, B, Coast Guard, or C, the Marines? Alright, here's some hints to help. The first hint is that Gerald McRaney starred on the hit sitcom Major Dad as a commanding officer in this branch of the U.S. military. The second hint, the first line of this branch's official song is From the Halls of Montezuma. And then the third and final hint, and this is a dead giveaway, especially if you watch a lot of TV commercials. This branch has a long-running variation of commercials where the announcer at the end of it says, the few, the proud, the blank. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. Alright, due to the length of the mystery pop-up segment that y'all just watched earlier, I'm not going to do a Throwdown Showdown segment or any question segment. I'm going to table that for the next episode. So with that being said, let's get to the comics I bought this week. Comic books I bought this week. Alright, here we go. First up is Action Comics number 1092. Aquaman number 11. Batman number 162. Now, I just want to go ahead and say this. but this is the previous volume. There were some issues of this book that didn't get printed due to a few pushbacks, but they're going to release the last 2 issues of the previous volume this month and then next month. Batman and Robin number 27. The Blue Falcon and Dynomutt number 3. Eddie Brock Carnage number 10. Fantastic Four number 5. Green Lantern Corps number 10. Iron and Frost number 2. The New Avengers number 6. Red Hulk number 10. Rogue Storm number 2. Sinister Six number 2. Supergirl number 7. Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum number 4. Ultimate Black Panther number 22. Ultimate Wolverine number 11. And finally, Venom number 251. Alright, that's 18, which brings the total number of comics that I've bought since December of 1997 to 14,163. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. Which branch of the U.S. military is the Punisher a veteran of? Is it A, Army, B, Coast Guard, or C, Marines? Alright, here's some hints to help. The first hint is that Gerald McCraney starred on the hit sitcom Major Dad as a commanding officer in this branch. The second hint, this branch, well, the official song for this branch, or the first line of it, is From the Halls of Montezuma. And then the third and final hint, there's been a long-running variation of TV commercials that this branch has had, with the announcer concluding by saying the few, the proud, the blank. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Manuel Rock from Natchitoches, Louisiana, who won a free tee on this week's episode. Alright, now this month is Diabetes Awareness Month. Now, diabetes refers to the group of diseases that affects how the body uses blood sugar or glucose. Glucose is an important source of energy for the main cells that make up the muscles and the tissues. It's also the brain's main source of fuel. The main cause of diabetes varies by type, but no matter what type of diabetes a person has, it can lead to excess sugar in the blood. Too much sugar in the blood can lead to serious health problems. Now, the 4 types of diabetes are type 2, which is a chronic condition that affects the way the body produces glucose or blood sugar. Then there's type 1, which is a chronic condition in which the pancreas produces little to no insulin. And then the third is prediabetes, which is a condition in which blood sugar is high, but not high enough to be type 2. And then the fourth is only a cause among women, and that's gestational diabetes. It's a form of blood sugar affecting pregnant women that goes away when the woman gives birth. Now, some symptoms of type 1 diabetes and type 2 are feeling more thirsty than usual, urinating often, losing weight without trying, presence of ketones in the urine. Now, ketones, by the way, are a byproduct of the breakdown of muscle and fat that happens when there's not enough available insulin. And then there's feeling tired and weak, feeling irritable or having other mood changes, having blurry vision, having slow healing sores, and getting a lot of infections such as gum, skin, and vaginal infections. Now, I personally know some folks that have diabetes, and I know some folks that have family members that have diabetes. And then I'm just going to go ahead and say it. 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with diabetes. Now, some of the best ways of managing diabetes is watching what you eat and staying active, which is what I do. Now, it also can be managed by medication. But if you're watching this and you're living with diabetes, or you know someone that's living with diabetes, or you're a family member of someone that has passed away from complications of diabetes, I love y'all, and this episode is for y'all. Now, this is a Diabetes Awareness Comic Hero tee, and if you would like one, you can find them on iamthecomichero.com/shop for $17. All right, here's the road ahead for the show. On next week's episode, I'm raising awareness of lung cancer. And then for a change of pace, on episode 545, I'm going to close out the month of November by raising awareness of Alzheimer's disease. Then on episode 546, I'm celebrating Christmas. This entire desk, and then really Uncharacteristic Studios as a whole is going to be decked out in Christmas decor. And then on episodes 547 through 549, and this is something I started doing last year, I'm going to do a Christmas college football playoff mashup episode. What I've done in years past is I've worn Comic Hero tees representing the 12 schools that are going to be in the college football playoffs, and I've worn a Santa hat to go with it. It's looking really, really close, folks. So by the end of the month, or by the Christmas episode, I should be able to tell y'all who is going to be in the college football playoffs. But really looking forward to it. I really had a lot of fun doing it. And the way I do it is that it's 3 episodes, and on each episode I represent 4 schools at a time. So on episode 547, it's going to be 8 through 12. And then on episode 548, it's going to be 5 through 7. It's going to be 9 through 12, excuse me, on episode 547. On episode 548, apologies to every math teacher I've ever had. And then on episode 548, it's going to be 5 through 8. And then on episode 549, it's going to be 1 through 4. So, yeah. Oh, and I just want to go ahead and say this. I really had a lot of fun at the 2nd annual Louisiana Delta Comic Con. Met a lot of great people. And if you're watching this for the first time and I met you at Louisiana Delta Comic Con, welcome. And I hope this episode, you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoy every episode you watch from now on. All right, if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome. And as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. If you're watching this on Louisiana Delta's Content Creator Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. And you're watching this on the Comic Book Lovers Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. All right, I'm Victor Noli. I'm the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 544. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.